Mr. Awade, is New York City a sanctuary city?
New York City, in theory, is a sanctuary city, which means that it is sanctuary. I think is being misconstrued here. It's actually a public safety measure.
With all due respect, I just asked very simply: is New York City a sanctuary city? Is that the policy that was enacted? Does New York City refuse to cooperate with ICE and law enforcement when it comes to immigrants?
New York City cooperates with ICE,
Do they?
CIS, Border Patrol.
What is their level of cooperation, to your knowledge?
They have the joint task force that they work together on. They also work together within the confines of the NYPD. They also have a list of, and what you're referring to is what I think you're trying to get to, is the detainers policy, where there's a set list of low-level offenses that New York City does not transfer ICE requested administrative notices of people who were in DOC custody to ICE without a judicial warrant. New York City does provide anyone that ICE or whoever from the federal government has a judicial warrant for to said agency.
Does New York City have a right to shelter law that they?
Yes, and today's its birthday. It's 42 years old, and that has been what has kept most folks off of our streets, keeping as many people as possible, as healthy as possible in the winter months, yeah.
So do you agree on its 42nd anniversary, do you agree with Mayor Adams when he says that this migrant crisis is destroying New York City because of the cost to the city to adhere to this right to shelter law? Do you agree or disagree?
Absolutely disagree. When the administration came in, they had $5 billion that was
reclaiming my time. When it comes to the decisions of New York City to be a sanctuary city, to not cooperate with ICE to its fullest, to interpret the right to shelter to mean that anyone who comes to New York City, regardless of status, is entitled to housing, do you think that should apply nationwide?
Your question is, should...
Yeah, do you think that's good policy, and do you think that's something that should be applied nationwide?
For cities, states, and counties that want to provide the most care for their populations, absolutely. If they want to ensure that when folks fall on hard times or need a little bit of support, that they get that from their local governments, absolutely, why not?
So you think it's going well in New York City?
I think that we can be doing better in New York City, and we can be doing better with support from the federal government and providing more resources to the city and the state of New York.
Yield back.